Alright, so the theme of this video is going to be follow the howl. We're just getting out, gonna go do a couple of coyote sets, sitting in my dad's farm, and I'm just about to close the door on the truck, and I hear these howls go off to our east, and they sounded close enough to work with, so we thought, why not just go do that? So we just walked over there on the other side of his farm site and set up in this tree row and started calling. And it took a while. This was kind of pretty late in the set. I think we'd already moved on to some coyote fights and stuff now. But here this one comes. The wind is moving left to right, and my brother's off to my right, probably, I don't know, 20, 30 yards. And I'm going to let him take the shot on this one because this coyote seems to be moving that way. He's going to circle downwind of the call a little bit here. So I'm going to let him take the shot, but I'm going to try to be right behind him. Try to do the double tap thing where I'm ready to go, and as soon as I hear him shoot, I squeeze the trigger. You can see on that one, I'm just a hair behind, a good second behind. That coyote was already on the ground before I got my shot off, but he went straight down. The old 223 with the 53 grain VMAX did the trick right there. So one coyote down. A similar deal on this one. We went up to after doing that set, went up, meet up with my buddy, and we're just standing in his garage and kind of loading some things up, and we hear some light up just off to the southeast. So we decided, why not try that first? And we just went and set up on these another grove of trees and started doing some calling, and it was not long at all till we had this one coming. Right in here, I kind of lose him, and there's kind of a low area and a bit of a junk pile or something out there, a sloughie area. So I switched to red hot because that's a little bit easier to pick things out and pick out movement. Even though, as far as detail goes, I think the black hot looks a lot better. But I'm not seeing him. I get back on my scanner and look around, and oh, there he is. Here he's coming up over this rise. And this is, I don't know what it is, maybe 100 and some yards, but it's plenty close, so I'm going to take him here. And the 22 Creedmoor just drops him. So that didn't take long at all. There were a couple other coyotes that were just off to our right and howling, and I think they had been coming when I shot this one, and that kind of upset them. And we had them pretty close, but we just couldn't quite get a shot at them. So just one on this set again. So same night, we go out to do another set, and we had a set picked out, and we got out of the truck and started walking to the east, and we're gonna go down and set up. And we hear some howling behind us on the other side of the road on a different piece of property that fortunately we also had permission to hunt. So we turn around, go back the way we came, and cross the road and onto this other property and get set up and called for a little while. And finally, we have these two coming. The wind is right to left here. My buddy and my brother off to the left. Just one gun. My buddy's running my brother's gun with his thermal scope, and my brother's just got his is just scanning and running the call. But I'm gonna let these circle here, and I'm gonna stay on the back one I was hoping my buddy would shoot the front one, and right there he shoots the back one, and you can see him flopping around there. So the other one takes off, and they're running. It seems like they're probably not going to stop, but he shoots again there. Now they're definitely not going to stop. So I'm going to try to take a shot at this one on the run. And you can see I miss horribly. Actually, I was just a little behind him. Mostly it was over the top of him. And keep, howling and yipping, trying to get him to stop. And finally he does, but just for a second. And I didn't have enough time to get on him, and then he was gone. But we had one down, 223, put another one down. And that was actually the first coyote that my buddy ever shot with a thermal. So that was pretty cool. This is a couple nights later, same crew. We'd done a set in the daylight, and nothing came in, but we heard some howling way off behind us and figured they were on this property. So we got permission and we came back in the dark and we got set up here. And I'm on one side of the fence, my buddy and my brother are on the other side of the fence. Same deal there where buddy's running the gun, brother's running the scanner and doing the calling. We'd gone through a whole sequence of stuff here and nothing showed up. Then all of a sudden we hear this howling on the other side of that far hill. And so my brother starts howling on his diaphragm call, and I start howling on my diaphragm call, and here this guy comes. And we didn't make another peep, and he was able to locate us here and kept coming right on in. And I'm gonna let my buddy shoot this one, but I'm gonna try to get a little bit better at this double tap thing. I'm gonna be quicker, and I'm gonna purposely aim a little bit low. And that time we both nailed him. I don't think my shot was terribly necessary, but tough day to call in. You don't want a coyote to get away. If there's only one of them, you might as well try to put multiple bullets in it. But definitely wanted my buddy to shoot first, and there he got his second coyote with the thermals. So there you have it. On 4 different instances on the same weekend, we heard him howling, and kind of changed our plans and went after the howls and got got close. And when you do that, good things can happen.